Welcome, everyone. So we're going to get started. My name is Khalees Johnson. I'm the Vice President of Boosters, Chair of the Varsity Celebration, as well as a proud mom of an athlete here at Milton High. Boosters is the parent fundraising arm of all athletic teams. We have the privilege of working with the athletic department to make purchases outside of the school budget, as well as organize events such as this. Tonight is a special night where we gather as a whole athletic community to celebrate our athletes' achievements. Note, there will be an ice cream truck available to athletes at the end of the event. I will be the first in line, turning on the sign open. So in order to get you out of here to the ice cream truck as efficiently as possible, please hold your applause when asked, keep chatter to a minimum, and show us grace as we are hosting this in the auditorium for the first time. We have new awards, have a lot of people to sit, stand, and move to the stage. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Patty Dobrant, Patty of the Boosters, to start the night.
Thank you, Khalees. My name's Patty Dobrant, for those of you who don't know me. I have a current junior at the high school, 2 who have graduated, and I'm president of the Boosters. I've been part of the Boosters organization since 2016. I want to thank the committee who planned tonight. You can see their names up on the screen, so if you see your name, please rise so we can applaud for you. Thank you all to the committee. Khalees chaired this event and made all of this happen, so as you are leaving, when you go to the ice cream truck, make sure you give her a big round of applause as well. Big thanks to the high school staff who helped to make tonight possible, including Bob Pattinson and his tech staff, Karen Cahill, the custodial staff, and our athletic department, starting with Patty Porras. If you could please come to the stage, Patty. Is she in the room? No? All right, well, Patty keeps our athletes healthy, mends their injuries, and most importantly, encourages them when they're down. Thank you, Patty. Kristen Lesser, please come to the stage, Kristen. She is the assistant to our athletic director and spends countless hours making sure all of our athletes are prepared to compete, that the coaches have what they need. Thank you, Kristen, for all your dedication, your kind smile, and even when you're doing overtime. And last but not least, Ryan Madden. Ryan. As you know, Ryan is leaving Milton High School this year. He grew up in this town, continued his education in Milton at Curry College. He's worked hard for this town his whole career, and we hope to see you around town, but not cheering for the other team. Boosters is gifting you a little personalized Yeti so you can put your favorite beverage in there and come back to all our football games. Thank you. Okay, Ryan, I will give you the stage. I'm gonna leave my...
To the Yeti. First and foremost, please give a round of applause to Khalees Johnson and the entire committee again for tonight. Since COVID, this has changed each year. And there's a lot of work behind the scenes to ensure this is a special night for our student athletes, so thank you very much. So before we get started, we have a lot of awards to give out, a lot of presentations. You'll hear from our student athletes. I would like to thank some people who often go unnoticed. Our custodial staff and the front office staff. Might be better to hold your applause, as I have a lot of people I need to thank. Our administration, Principal Cahill, Vice Principals Tran and Mackinac. In the last 7 years, their support has allowed us to add 3 sports here at the high school in unified track, dance, and boys volleyball, and 18 levels of play, as well as many middle school programs. Miss Patty for her work in the training room. Miss Lesser, she has been the constant in the athletic department, going into year 10 this fall. The Boosters Club, constantly thinking of ways to improve the experience for our student athletes. The captain's pins, the mascot, the equipment, the banners. There are more surprises tonight that I won't spoil. Current and past presidents, Tom McCarthy, Jimmy Coyne, Susan DeSandro, Deborah McNeil, and Patty Dobrin, all volunteers, but vital to our athletics program. Milton Access TV, I can't thank them enough for their work, from live streaming games during COVID to broadcasting and the questions for the Cats. They were awesome. And a shout out, he was invited, but I don't think he's here. A shout out to Jackson Lang, 5th grader, for broadcasting so many of our varsity games this year. I'm sure we'll hear him announcing games professionally in the future. Sean Lepresti and the students in his class that have taken pictures and recorded so many of our games throughout the years. Unsung heroes like Tom Herget, Jim Fredrickson, and Roy Chambers, who are synonymous with Milton High School athletics. Rest in peace to those of Derek Snowden, who was the voice of the Wildcats for over 30 years. Ed Baker, sports editor for the Milton Times for over 40 years. And Paul Gallivan, who painted our fields and did so many for other communities. And our coaches. We have some phenomenal coaches that go above and beyond. I'm going to miss a bunch because we have a ton, but I would like to recognize some. Coach Dembo and his staff, for the amount of film that they watch, I can't begin to explain. Coach Donovan and Phelan for opening the gym and the weight room off hours. Coach Jordan, Dion, and their staff for taking so many students to countless invitationals every season. Coach Ben Kelly for working with the golf courses to get so many dates at phenomenal golf courses. Coach Carroll and Coach Doyle that volunteer at the middle school and youth programs. Coach Radley coaching all 3 seasons. Coach McCready and Coach White for making the unified track year so special. Coach Morrissey taking personal days from his day job to get the fields ready at Cunningham. Coach Chin supporting his players in all of their other sports. He is here every day and he's not full-time here. Joe Dolan, who works at the Union Point and the Free Jacks to get fields and access to Union Point. I could go on and on about the effort they all put in, but thank you very much. I wish I knew how to raise this, but there we go. Most importantly, however, thank you and congratulations to our student athletes. Be drivers of your own learning. Advocate for yourself and your teammates. Push your coaches. You've done that the past 7 years when I've been here. You've asked for conditioning opportunities, and we created a summer program. You wanted the diving team, so we changed pools. You wanted the dance team and a boys volleyball team here at the high school. We added those programs. You've supported coaches when they needed it. You've been honest in feedback surveys to make positive changes for your programs. You've sat on interview committees for coaches and now the new athletic director. Your work on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee has induced positive change, designing a mascot, pushing for new uniforms and equipment, nailing down the logos, increasing attendance at events, cleaning up our facilities. I've been in this high school for 11 years as a student, coach, and athletic director. I've seen the hard work that goes into teaching student athletes and creating meaningful programs. But none of the work is possible without the students. Coaches will come and go, teachers will come and go, ADs will come and go. You as student athletes will remain. Continue to advocate for yourselves and represent Milton High School. Thank you. And I lost my place on what's next. I'd like to now recognize members of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee to call out the sports for their recognition. First up, we have Sarah Grace Chave.
Hello.
Is it on?
Hello. My name is Sarah Grace Chave, and I'm a senior, and I do cross country and track. I'm going to announce the fall sports here at the high school. As each sport is called, each athlete should stand and stay standing until the end of the season. Please hold your applause until the last sport of the season Field hockey.
Just stand up when your team is called.
Girls volleyball. Boys cross country. Girls cross country. Girls soccer. Congratulations to all our fall athletes. You may now be seated. Now invite Stephanie Needham.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Needham and I am a senior. I play basketball and volleyball. I'm going to announce each winter sport here at the high school. As with the fall, as each sport is called, each athlete should stand and stay standing until the end of the season. Please hold your applause until the last sport of the season is named. Dance. Ski. Girls indoor track. Boys indoor track. Wrestling. Boys basketball. Girls basketball. Winter cheer. Boys ice hockey and girls ice hockey. Congratulations to all of our winter athletes. Who's next? Who? Taryn Bly? Okay. I would now like to welcome Taryn Bly. Terrence? Oh.
Hello, my name is Taryn Bly. I'm a sophomore. I play baseball at the high school. I'm going to announce the spring sports here at the high school. You know the drill. For your sport, stay standing till the end. Hold your applause until the last sport is named. Rugby. Baseball. Girls lacrosse. Boys volleyball. Softball. Girls tennis. Boys tennis. Unified track and field athletes and partners. Boys track and field. Girls track and field. Boys lacrosse. Congratulations to all our spring athletes. You may now be seated.
Hello? Hello, My name is Leonard Wall, and I am a junior, and I play cross country and track. We would like to recognize the individual athletes who have this year broken school records or hold titles. I will read off all their names, and the athletes should stand and stay standing. Please hold your applause until the very end. Katie O'Toole, Division I, letter of 10, College of Charleston, state champion in the 800 meter. Liam Faherty, state champion, the triple jump. Jackson Wagner, state runner-up, broke state and 100-meter record. Malachi Buchanan won the 50-meter free at states. Owen McHugh and Jad Finnegan, football Harricote MVPs. Lila Shamoon, girls ice hockey Harrogate MVP. Mason Pellegrini, wrestling state champion at 182 pounds back-to-back. Jocelyn Veredis, sectional and state champion, the shot put. Pat Murphy, sectional and state champion in the long jump. Miguel Gomes-Voss, Patrick Nolan, Brenna Walsh, and Jaheim Benjamin, 4x100 sectional and state runner-up. There are also a few coaches we would like to recognize who were recognized by their league or peers for their efforts this past year. This is no small token. Given the competition in our league and state, we are very honored to call these coaches our very own. Coaches, please stand as your name is called. Brendan Morrissey, Boston Globe Coach of the Year 2022. Dennis Lynch, Bay State Conference Boys Lacrosse Coach of the Year 2023. Steve Dembowski, Patriots Foundation Coach of the Week 2022. Jake Smith, Division II Wrestling Assistant Coach of the Year 2023. Who's next?
I'd like to take a moment to recognize a few groups of students that have been recognized by their leagues and local papers. Would these athletes please stand, stay standing, and please, everyone, hold your applause until the end. Fall Bay State Conference All-Stars, Ben Catterall and John Galuli. Soccer, Justin Gomes, Nick Maldonado, and Victoria Lundeen. Ian Wick and Sadie Ruth, honorable mention. Swim and dive, Aiden Crummy, Andrew Scapiccio, Kobe Moscas, Jackson Wagner, Malachi Buchanan, Ryan Kelly, Tucker Corman, Tyler Lum. Volleyball, Caroline Heelan, Molly Shea, and Stephanie Needham. Cross country, Katie O'Toole and Mia Jelani. We have two there. And Alec Carew, Malcolm Frank McKnight, and Sarah Grace Chave, honorable mention. Field hockey, Kara Facey and Natalie Vaughn. Football, Drew Kokoris, Griffin White, KJ Beckett, Liam Faraday, Liam McLaughlin, Luke Salmon, and Michael Fulton. Dylan McKenzie, honorable mention, and Jack Finnegan and Owen McHugh, MVPs of the Herget Division. Also in the fall, Patriot Ledger All-Scholastics. These are voted on by the Patriot Ledger All-Scholastic Committee, the sports section. So for football, we had Jack Finnegan, Liam Faraday, Owen McHugh, Liam McLaughlin, and Luke Salmon. Golf, Ben Cataville and John Galuli. Soccer, Kate Krimbakis and Justin Gomes. Volleyball, Stephanie Needham, Caroline Heelan, and Molly Shea. And for the Boston Globe and Boston Herald, Owen McHugh and Jack Finnegan. Answer transitions. Is that Winter? Winter Bay State Conference All-Stars. Basketball, Grace Henry, Stephanie Needham, and Jeffrey Potter was honorable mention. Cheerleading, Nora Walsh and Andrew was honorable mention. Dance, Awen Young, Julia Delaney, honorable mention. Ice hockey, Carrie Balerna, Molly Murphy, Owen McHugh. And your MVP for the Herget Division, Lila Shamoon. Ben Cataville for ski. Mason Pellegrini, two-time state champion winner for wrestling. And swim, Kaylee Boynton. Patriot Ledger All-Scholastics. Stephanie Needham for basketball. Owen McHugh, Carrie Balerna, Sean McDougall, Molly Murphy, Lila Shamoon, Declan Walsh, and Sarah McGilvery for ice hockey. Indoor track and field, Katie O'Toole, Mia Jelani, Zakai Perkins, Sarah Grace Chave, Gretel Shuey, Abdallah Hassan, and Donna Garvin. Ski, Ben Catadel, and once again, Mason for wrestling. For those who don't know how those are voted on, each sport in the conference only gets an allotted number of all-stars. So those are voted on by your peers, by your coaches in the league. Coach Morrissey's actually at the baseball all-star meeting tonight vouching for you players on the baseball team, but each coach here has to step into those meetings and vouch for you. But coaches in this league vote, so it's a good honor. And because the season has just finished, spring is not chosen yet. So several athletes will leave here today, tomorrow, over the next week and find out that they're all-stars in Patriot Ledger All-Scholastics, but we do not know because those votes have not taken place. Another group of athletes we like to recognize are those that have self-reported that they are playing a sport in college at the next level. Milton High has prepared you to play at the next level, but it is your commitment that will enable you to succeed at that level. With these athletes on the screen, please stand. Stay standing, and everybody please hold your applause until the end. Owen McHugh, going to Williams College to play football and baseball. Katie O'Toole will go to the College of Charleston to run cross country and track. Natalie Vaughn will go to Salve Regina for field hockey. Harlan Lundgren will go to the UNE for soccer. Ian Wick to Catholic University for lacrosse. Sabatino Finocchio to Framingham State University for baseball. Drew Kokorius at Plymouth State University for football. Ava Hunt, UMass Boston for cheerleading. Jack Finnegan to St. Lawrence University for baseball. KJ Beckett to Bowdoin College football. Shane Olson to Endicott for football. Roddy Tobin to St. Lawrence University for basketball and rugby. Ellis Wallace to UMass Dartmouth for tennis and volleyball. And Lexi Eckhart to Southeastern University for cheer. There may be other students that are not named here that may play. Congratulations. Yep, sure. So the Boosters Committee, Ms. Johnson and the committee thought it'd be a great idea to start a new tradition this year, that we honor those sports or those students that are playing 3 sports at the varsity level, which is quite an achievement. We award any athlete who competed this year in all 3 seasons at the varsity level. And with these athletes, please come down to the front of the stage, receive your pin, and please hold your applause until the end. Abigail Taher, Andrew Hunt. You can see the sports up there, correct? Andrew Skillen, Ben Catadel, Kaylin Letty, Caroline Heelan, Fabrice Hippolyte Mitty, Jaden Boyer, Kate Cooper, Katie O'Toole, Carrie Balerna, KJ Beckett, Liam Faraday, Luke Naughton, Malcolm Frank McKnight, Marilyn Roach, Owen McHugh, Patrick Nolan, Samantha McGilvery, Sarah Grace Chave, Zoe Panucci. For the class of 2024, Abigail Hunt, Aiden Crummy, Andrew McHugh, Anthony Cicerone, Ava Reagan, Christina McAnulty, Alana Pukel, Ferris Collins, John Henry, Kai Quinones, Lauren Johnson, Luke Haley, Megan Carew, Margaret Glenn, Mia Jelani, Reed Dexter, Tyler Lum, Zakai Perkins. And a very select few sophomores, Alec Carew, Gretel Shuey, Harrison Hinkle, Julia Afanato, Sadie Ruth, and Victoria Lundeen. Sometimes this means ending a sport on a Friday and starting a new one on Monday. As you all know, varsity athletes receive a pin of their varsity sport at the individual banquet. This pin is similar with the number 3 instead of a sport. Congratulations and thank you all for your dedication to Milton High. With that being said, I'm going to turn the mic over to one of our student athletes tonight. Again, Katie O'Toole signed her letter of intent to run cross country and track this year at the College of Charleston and just recently won the 800 meter at States. Katie O'Toole.
Good evening. My name is Katie O'Toole, a senior runner here at Milton High School, soon to be at the College of Charleston. It's my privilege to highlight the school's champions. This current season, girls and boys tennis both clinched league titles, but they're not done yet. Congratulations to the tennis teams. Please stand again and be recognized. Tonight, we're going to recognize those whose seasons are complete. Last year, baseball won the state championship, and this year, won again the league title. I'd like to call up Ryan Madden to say a few words about their season.
As I said, Coach Morrissey is at the Bay State Conference baseball meeting, and if he doesn't go, our All-Stars do not have anybody to vouch for them. So, in the words of Coach Morrissey, this 2023 senior group has a 56-9 record. They have won 3 consecutive Bay State League titles, the 2021 sectional finalists, and the 2022 state championship for the first time in program history. The accomplishments are on the field are terrific. What makes this group truly special is that they are multi-sport student athletes. They have achieved success in multiple sports and brought tremendous joy to the Milton community. In addition to all their athletic accomplishments, that they will be attending tremendous academic universities in the fall. It has been an honor to coach and support them through their time at Milton High School. Good luck to everyone competing in the playoffs this year. And for the baseball guys, let's go win another ring.
This fall, football clinched their league title and was runner-up in the Super Bowl. I'd like to call up Steve Dembowski to say a few words about their season.
Some wise guys over there. I just want to say thank you to the boosters first. This is an incredible night, really well designed. To our administration, our athletic department, and obviously Patty and sports fitness and wellness. We couldn't do what we do as coaches without the support of everyone, and that goes for the other students and the other sports and the parents and the community. This fall, in basically the 4 years of high school that we've had this senior group, we've been very fortunate to win 34 of the 40 games that we've played in the last 4 years. They've won 5 Bay State Conference Harrogate titles, and this year we had a fantastic season filled with lots of memorable and tight and close games, both here in the cage and then on the road. And we do it through hard work. They do it through discipline. We do it by accepting everyone and finding value in every role. We have a tremendous group of assistant coaches, several in the building, like Coach Hunt, Coach Phelan, and Coach Jarbo, to name a few. We get great support from everyone in the local media, Milton Cable Access, and most of all, the student body. These are your programs. We're happy to represent you. And when you got a team full of guys like Juice, Finney, Champ, Pants, and other various nicknames, it's very hard to lose. So thrilled to be a part of this. Thank you for recognizing us, and we look forward to getting back on the field this fall. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
This winter, the girls' hockey team made a tremendous comeback from last year to clinch their league title. I'd like to call up Matt Lodi to say a few words about their season.
I'd like to echo Coach Dembowski's words about thanking the boosters for putting this event on tonight and recognizing all the athletes that are here. To our girls team who accomplished something a team hasn't done in 10 years to win the Bay State title. After the first 3 seasons that this senior group was together, we more than doubled our win total from all 3 of those years combined this year and ended up with 18 wins. But more importantly than that, it was a true testament from day one that this group had about their effort, attitude, and accountability. And we were led by a tremendous group of seniors, a tremendous group of our captains, and Carrie Balerna, and Emily McNeil, and Lila Shamoon, and I can go on and on about the support that they had for each other and the program as a whole. So thank you, and remember that life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you react to it.
Also, this past winter, Mason Pellegrini clinched his 2nd state title for wrestling. I'd like to call up his coach, Ted Carroll, to say a few words.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight. I met Mason first, I think, when he was in the 2nd or 3rd grade. He came out to the youth program that we started. And he was, you know, just another one of those regular kids. And he came back the next year, and he had wrestling shoes and headgear and all this. I'm like, his father said he really liked it. He's been doing it in the off season, and then it was just a waiting game for him to get to the high school. Unfortunately, his freshman year was the COVID year, so we didn't. You know, I knew he was really good, but you couldn't really see it because obviously it was COVID. And sophomore year, first state champ in 59 years here at Milton High in wrestling. And he came back last year. Thanks to Ryan Madden, we decided the MIAA asked us to host states. The first thing I thought of, wow, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Mason at home, but we hosted states, and he did it again back to back, which is incredible. But as good he is on the mat, he's even better off the mat. He's humble, he's smart, he's driven. He's such a good kid. And that is what really, as a coach, makes me the proudest. He's one of a kind. He makes me look good as a coach. I'll tell you one quick funny thing about Mason. He's probably not going to like me telling this. Before a big match, only for the big matches, and he's had a lot of them already, he throws up. And he says it's like a good luck charm. When he throws up, he said it's usually a good thing. And we're at the Lowell tournament this year, 80 schools at this Lowell tournament. It's the biggest tournament in New England. It's absolutely massive. And he makes it to the semifinals. And it's about 10 or 15 minutes before he's going to wrestle, and I've lost kind of track of him where he is. I'm trying to find him, and I look over in the corner, and there he is over a barrel, throwing up. And he looks up, and he locks eyes on me, and he goes, and he went out there and pinned the kid. So thank you very much.
I don't know if you need to tell that story, but it was really cool to be able to compete at home this year for states. But I wouldn't have been able to do all this without my coaches and teammates. So I just wanted to take a second to thank them. My coaches stay late with me after practice to watch film, go over, little things I could have done better in different matches. My teammates are there for me every day, pushing me on stairs, practice partners. So I really couldn't have done it without them. Go Cats.
Most recently, the unified track team clinched the Division I sectional champions. I'd like to call up Coach Rick McCready to say a few words.
The unified track team had an incredibly successful season. In most years, our success is dictated by how much the athletes and partners come together to push each other to perform their best, and most importantly, have a great time while doing that. And this year was no exception. 18 partners joined up with Jaheim, Miguel, Emily, Hugh, Jack, Sanaya, Kamal, Charlie, Omar, and Jack, and we truly became unified. However, this year something else happened. We worked like crazy and
we won sessionals and we came to 30 states.
Yes, indeed, Jaheim. 2 weeks ago, Unified Track went to Walpole and won the Metro Division I sectionals. And a week later, went to Natick and finished third in the States. Jaheim is too modest to mention this, but he is a big reason we did so well at those championships. In arguably the premier event, the 100-meter dash, Jaheim finished first at sectionals and sixth in the entire states. And also, he also anchored the 4x100 relay team with Miguel Gomes-Voss, Brenda Walsh, and Patrick Nolan. And that team ran a 58 seconds, a personal record, to finish second in the states and first at sectionals. We had many other excellent performances you can read about in Ms. Cahill's weekly updates and apparently this week's Milton Times, but I've been told to keep this under 2 minutes. To close, I am fairly certain that I speak for the team, the coaching staff, and the many volunteers when I say we created some memories that will last forever. The euphoria on everyone's face when we stormed the podium to get our sectional medals will never be forgotten. What a season for unified track.
You're up. Good.
Thank you, Katie. Good evening, everyone. My name's Sherry Paquette, and I'm the Boosters co-vice president with Khalees, although really Khalees and Patty do all the heavy lifting. I'm also the proud parent of 2 varsity athletes here at the high school. My involvement with the Boosters began 6 years ago when I attended a meeting and a friend coerced me to join a committee. That friend was Khalees. It's been a great experience. With that, please consider coming to our next meeting to learn more about what we do and how to get involved. Boosters wouldn't be possible without the support of our parent volunteers. Our next meeting is on June 6th at 7 p.m. in the high school, and you enter through the Copeland Fieldhouse. I'll take a minute while you parents put it into the calendar in your phone. We're going to have a huge amount of volunteers next year. All right, so speaking of volunteers, we'd like to thank them now. So would all the parents, grandparents, or guardians who have given their time and volunteered as either a parent team representative, been part of a boosters committee, or helped the boosters in any way this past year, please stand up. Don't be shy. If you volunteered, please stand up. So, it wouldn't be possible to name all of you without missing someone, so please know that you are thanked and appreciated by the Boosters Board and all of our athletes. Athletes, look around, and let's give a big, huge round of applause again to your extended fan base. The Boosters Board would especially like to recognize and thank those volunteers who have led a committee, have a graduating senior, and will be retiring from their Boosters duties. Would the people on the next slide please come to the stage, and if everyone could kindly hold their applause until I have named them all. Kathy Lee has led car washes and bottle drives for many years. Michelle Donovan has led the scholarship committee and is our photographer extraordinaire along with her daughter Riley. Deborah McNeil and Susan DeSandro were past co-presidents of the Boosters during COVID times, making sure we didn't fall apart and that the athletes still received support, as well as heading our golf tournament fundraiser for many years. Chuck Karimbikas is our outgoing treasurer, making sure our team parent representatives were reimbursed and that our bills and expenses were paid. So a huge, huge thank you to all of you for all your years of volunteering and making sure our athletes got the support they needed. We'll do a quick photo up here. Kathy Lee. You're welcome. Thank you, guys. One more round of applause for these great volunteers.
So now it's time to present our Booster Scholarship Awards. There are 5 Booster Award categories, resulting in at least 22 awards each year. The basic requirements for these awards include submitting an application. Yes, you actually have to apply for it. Please do so. Those of you who are juniors now, next year, apply for a scholarship. Some of them you have to think a little bit ahead in advance to get a recommendation from your coach, but the awards open early and you'll have plenty of time to do that. This year we received 40 applications, which only represented 27% of all senior athletes. So you also need to be an active Boosters member. Only 1 membership per family is required. Awardees are selected each year by a volunteer committee following review of the applications, and please note there are no senior parents on the committee. At this time, I'd like to thank the selection committee members, Julie Caledonia, Heather Resnick, and Scott Domino for their help reviewing and selecting this year's Booster Scholarship awardees. Please let us know if you're interested in helping with the Boosters Awards next year, as Julie and Heather will be rotating off. Now for our Student Athlete awardees. In the Most Accomplished Outstanding Athlete Award category, we award this to 4 males and 4 females, and it's simply based on a point system. 1 point for each varsity sport played, and the highest total number of points receives the award. The awardees in alphabetical order are KJ Beckett, Benjamin Catadal, Sarah Chav, Liam Faraday, Catherine Karimbicus, Owen McHugh, Katie O'Toole, and Abigail Taher. Please come up and receive your award. Please come up this way. Congratulations. After you've received your award, please walk to the far side of the stage to have a photo taken. The Athletic Achievement Award is awarded to 3 males and 3 females, with each pair representing a fall, winter, and spring sport. Applicants were evaluated based on their athletic success, dedication, sportsmanship and leadership, as well as academic achievement and character. The number of varsity sports played, plus being captain, getting a coach's or other award, such as Bay State, All-Star, Scholastic, was used in consideration. A letter of reference is required, and a minimum GPA of 3.0 is required. The awardees are, for fall sports, Olivia DeSandro and Michael Fulton. For winter sports, James Fallon and Stephanie Needham. And for spring sports, Caroline Heelan and Andrew Hunt. The Impact Award is awarded to 3 males and 3 females. Boosters recognizes that some athletes who may not be the best athlete or only play one sport also deserve to be rewarded for their positive impact as shown by hard work, dedication, and who sets a meaningful example for the athletic and non-athletic communities. A letter of reference and a minimum 2.0 GPA is required. The awardees in alphabetical order are Drew Kokuros, Jack Dennehy, Grace Henry, Emily McNeil, Patrick Murphy, and Isabel Ewan. Too fast, too slow? The Unified Track Outstanding Athlete Award is for senior student athletes. Boosters recognizes and is enormously proud of the athletic accomplishment of our Unified Track athletes. This year, there are no senior Unified Track athletes graduating, but we do have 3 Unified Track athletes who are in their final year of the program. We would like to recognize these athletes. They are Jaheim Benjamin, Jack Martin, and Hugh O'Neill. Lastly, the Roy Chambers Award is awarded to 1 male and 1 female student athlete. This award is presented in honor of photographer Roy Chambers, who is here with us tonight, who gives of himself tirelessly and unselfishly. The Roy Chambers Award is given to MHS student athletes who may not have stood out in their respective sport, but have, like Roy Chambers, given of themselves unselfishly and shown their commitment to the athletic department and Milton High School Boosters. These students often volunteer their time to Boosters, help organize sports fundraisers, and/or are leaders among their peers. The awardees are Riley Donovan and Joseph Salmon. Now I will introduce Khalees, who has a special award this evening. I'm taking everyone's papers.
Okay. Thank you, Patty. Congratulations, everyone. We having fun yet? I feel like we're going too fast, but yet too slow. So, all right, I'm very excited about this next award. New this year is our Boosters Coach of the Year. Nominations were made by the athletes here in this room, and the winner was chosen by a committee of booster parents based on the criteria set. The nominations were numerous. From a newer freshman coach to a seasoned varsity coach, the accolades in the nominations ranged from, "He's just a great dude," to detailed stories that brought me to tears. We appreciate every single nomination and hope next year to see even more. I think you'll all agree that our coaches deserve more recognition. They are paid little and are usually only praised when their teams win. These nominations show that winning, of course, is nice, but it goes beyond to caring about grades, caring about students' families, their mental health, and their lives outside of sports. To introduce our winner, I'd like to call up a Student Athlete Advisory Committee member and one of the nominators of the winning coach, Lucy Asanza.
The coach I nominated for Coach of the Year has had a positive impact on not only me, but the whole track community. Once a track athlete herself at the high school and NCAA Division I levels, she was recognized as an outstanding athlete and was inducted into the Troy High School Hall of Fame and Northeastern University Hall of Fame. She uses her expertise and depth of experience in this sport to guide and inspire other athletes. She is always giving advice during practice to help her athletes improve form, agility, and speed. While she knows she creates challenging workouts, she motivates people to persevere, push through any feelings of doubt, and builds our self-confidence. She encourages everyone to have good form and to always try our best, even when we feel like giving up. She also understands the pressure and nerves that come along during meets. When any of her athletes are nervous about their race, she reminds us all that we are well prepared to compete, to keep perspective that this is just track, and to most importantly, have fun. This year's Coach of the Year is Coach Dion Critchlow.
After I give this to her, can you two walk down and get a
Thank you, everyone, again, for all your nominations. Now I'd like to call Ellie McConville to the stage.
My name is Ellie McConville, and I'm a junior, and I play hockey and softball. We have a new tradition to close out our night. At this time, I'd like to ask all coaches report to this red table and see the Boosters volunteers. Thank you to all the athletes here at Milton High School and to Boosters for putting together the event tonight. New this year will be a tradition for years to come. Would all seniors please come to the stage over here? These seniors for years have played in your yards, Milton's fields, and now represent the future of Milton and beyond. They are going on to achieve great things. Now I'd like to introduce Karen Cahill, principal of Milton High School.
So I'm just going to wait a minute until everyone gets where they need to be. I like it. Nice. Keep going. Okay. So since this is a new tradition, it's a work in progress, so just please bear with us while we figure out the logistics. That's what I'm going to say. Hi. As Ellie said, just so people know the back history, I met with Khalees Johnson while the students are getting organized. I met with Khalees Johnson and Patty Dobrin about 3 weeks ago, asking to recognize our student athletes somehow at graduation. So what they're being presented with tonight are athletic cords that they will wear over their gowns at graduation along with their stole. And this will be a new tradition at Milton High School. So if our student athletes are ready, I just have a few words to say. You can go there, it's all good. No, it's all good. You want to stand right here? Go for it. Okay, there we go. So before we do the presentation of the cords, I just have a few words to everyone here. And I do appreciate the invitation to be present this evening. But before we go any further, I really truly would like to thank all of our coaches here this evening. We have recognized them. Dion, congratulations. But I don't think everybody truly knows the time and dedication that our coaches put into running the programs here at the high school. It's not just the time on the field or the track meets. It's the time outside of the day, the strategies that they're doing behind the scenes. We all know that they give their time on the field, but outside of that, they're planning practices and game strategies to empower all of you, our student athletes, to be the best that they can be. And I also want to thank all of you, the families, the parents, the guardians, the siblings, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, who come to every event. You're the biggest cheerleaders. You're sometimes a coach. You're sometimes a nurse. And we know that you're going to support us for years to come. As a parent of a student athlete, I also know as parents the schedules that we have to juggle with our work schedule, with our own kids' schedule to be present for these events. I do my best to be at all of these events, whether it's hockey or football, softball, track, cross country, swim. But I also do that for my own children. So if you don't see me in an event, please know that I'm at an event for my child as well, as a student athlete in Canton. And I'm always thinking, I'm always asking, how are we all doing here at all of our events? And there are days when our student athletes, I'm going to call it as a mother, that they don't want us there, right? At least mine sometimes. But deep down inside, they do appreciate that we are present for them and are showing up on the side of the field or at the court or on the field. So again, thank you to every single family member that comes and represents every single time to all of these events. And I think our student athletes should recognize that right now, right? Everyone? Yep, we're going to clap. And we can't do this without our student athletes. And I say the word student athlete because I mean that, a student athlete. They are students here every day. They represent, they show up, they represent in class, they get the grades to participate in our sports, and you go to the practices and you go to all of the events. So thank you, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you for all of the accomplishments on the field and off of the field. So at this time, as organized as it can be, I am going to ask the coaches to now bestow on our seniors the red and white cords to be worn at graduation to signify your achievement as varsity athletes. We look forward to seeing you and wearing these on Sunday. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Coaches, let's go for it. Yep, I will. Yep. As the cords are being presented, I'm going to ask the seniors to stay on the stage or right in front of the stage to conclude our evening. So all seniors, please stay present once you find your coach. Yes. Once our student athletes have received their cords, I'm asking you to stay on the stage or in front of the stage. Katie, own it. Jaheim. So once the coaches have given all of their athletes cords, I'm asking the coaches to step aside, and I'm asking the student athletes to stay on the stage or in front of the stage. Thank you. Stay up here, own it, stay up here.
Yep, I'm here, I'm kidding.
And at this time, I'm going to ask Khalees Johnson to come forward to close out the evening.
All right, that's it. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I just have a couple sets of directions before you leave. Couple sets of directions. So we have Roy Chambers, who would love to capture your team pic in front of the school with the walk and repeat, or you can stay in this room and take a picture over here. Please get with your captains to coordinate timing. We encourage you to hang around and take as many pictures as possible, because someday this will be but a memory, except for those pictures. Guests and parents, we ask you to exit through the side door at the far end. Seniors are leading the way, so you boys that are standing are not leading the way to the ice cream truck. You're not doing it. Seniors, go ahead to the ice cream truck. Thank you all for coming. Good night.